not just saying, but internalizing this one little phrase could make a huge impact on your life. Well, hey guys, what is up? It is so good to be back with you guys here today making videos again. I know it's been a hot minute. In fact, this might be one of the longest stretches I've gone without making videos in months, and it's been like a week and a half. But if you're watching this video in real time, you know things are absolutely crazy right now. We're in the middle of the coronavirus pandemic, and a lot of unforeseen things have happened. You'll notice that I'm not in my dorm room, and I won't be again till, Lord willing, in August, because we've got shut down for coronavirus. So I will be back here in Maryland, and if you would have told me even a couple weeks ago that I wouldn't be coming home from spring break, I would have thought you were crazy. But here we are. And so I want to let you guys know I am thinking about you guys. I am praying about you. I hope that my videos can provide you hope and encouragement in these times. And if you haven't seen my videos on coronavirus, you can check those out up above, or I'll link them in the description. But today I want to talk to you about one little phrase that honestly previously when I'd heard people talk about it, or not even talk about it, but just when they'd say it, it always felt a little bit like a Christian cliche. But what I'm beginning to learn more and more, that while we can use cliches in a trite way, often they become cliches for a good reason, and a lot of times for biblical reasons. And we should be critical thinkers about these things and see if we're using them correctly, but we shouldn't just wholesale write them off when there is truth there. And today I want to talk about the little phrase, Lord willing. It struck me when I first came to Moody how often my profs would end the class with, I'll see you next Monday, Lord willing, or Lord willing, I'll see you tomorrow. And it always just felt like this little thing that you throw on a phrase and not really thinking about it. And maybe some of them weren't thinking about it. I had been thinking about this before coronavirus, but now this whole pandemic has really amplified my thinking on this, and it is at the forefront of my mind as I think about the profound humility that it portrays as we talk about our plans. So often we like to plan as if we are absolutely in control, and we like to do everything we can to maximize our perceived control over our lives. But Scripture paints a very different picture of God being in control and us being far from in control. And that can be uncomfortable. We like to be in control. I like to be able to predict what's going to happen. We all like that for the most part. It helps us function, and it's how we live our daily lives. And what I'm not saying is that we should never plan, but I think it says a lot when we recognize that our plans are at the will of God, that at any moment things could change. And we've seen that. Like I said, I did not think I'd be here for the rest of the semester, but here I am, and so many of you are in positions that you never thought you'd be in. You didn't think you'd lose your job, you'd get laid off, you didn't think you'd be home from school, and yet here you are. And it reminds me that that saying actually has so much to it, and it comes straight from Scripture. And I want to read to you from James chapter 4 where it comes from. It starts in verse 13, and it says this: "Come now, you who say, today or tomorrow we will go into such and such a town and spend a year there and trade and make a profit. Yet you do not know what tomorrow will bring. What is your life? For you are a mist that appears for a little time and then vanishes. Instead, you ought to say, if the Lord wills, we will live and do this or that. As it is, you boast in your arrogance. All such boasting is evil." And this has so much weight to it and so many reminders specifically for the time that we're in right now. You had plans probably for this week and for next week that don't look like they are right now, and you just assumed you were in control and that you could bring these things about and that nothing would change. But what we're reminded of right now is that it's the Lord's will that will always prevail. So if we say, I hope to do this, Lord willing. And you might say, but adding that to my phrases, like that doesn't make a big difference. But the words we use, they both portray our theology, they show what we believe, but they also inform our theology. The words we use shape how we think, and they reveal how we think. So sometimes we communicate things just out of habit, subconsciously, and we're not really thinking about it. But the more we say that, the more it becomes our way of thinking. And so with this, it's another thing. Maybe some people say it unconsciously, but you can choose consciously to say, Lord willing, recognizing in that moment humbly, this will only come to pass if it is the Lord's will. And I hope and I challenge you that you will take this on and try this, adopt it into your language, and realize that your plans are very, very fragile. Our lives are but a mist. We are not in control, but God is, and thank the Lord for that. He is a much better ruler of the cosmos than we would ever be. So that is my challenge to you. Think about your plans in this way. Hold them lightly. Recognize that your life is a mist, that we are not in control, that God is. And adopt this little phrase, Lord willing. Lord willing, I'll be back with you guys soon. But thank you so much for watching this video. I truly do appreciate it. And truly, I am thinking about you, praying for you in these times. I hope that you are doing well. Let me know if there's anything I can pray for you guys about. I would love to be doing that specifically for you guys. If you did enjoy this video, I'd encourage you to click like, leave me a comment down below letting me know what you thought, and as always, I'd encourage you to subscribe if you haven't already, if you want to become a part of what we're doing here on this channel. We're a community of people passionate about the beautiful simplicity and transformative power of the gospel, the good news about Jesus. And if you ask me, we are always in need of that, but in these times, maybe specifically, you are in need of some hope that only Jesus can give. So I encourage you to look through these videos. If you have friends that could benefit from these, send them their way. I would just be honored that you would do that, and it's humbling to think that these videos are impacting some of you guys in such a way that would lead you to do that. So thank you so much. Until next time, guys, be on the lookout for more videos, the Lord willing, and as always, go out and love God and love others, because truly, above all else, that will change the world. Peace. Love you guys so much. See you next time.